Boom. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh,
Yo, yo.
I'm getting a. Okay, there you go.
What's up?
Pro streaming right here. Okay. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday to everyone.
I should have
Um,
changed my profile pic. Whoops.
I think the chat is now showing up. That's nice. That's nice. Hello. Welcome. The first stream of APC. Let's go. Hype.
Big hype,
Um,
big hype.
And for our first stream of APC, we have a great guest. Of course, you all already know. It is STARFLASH. So thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Hope we have a
Uh,
good stream.
I think no one really knows, but you were also one of the first few people that I reached out to about this tournament. And I kind of bounced off a lot of ideas with you. I think it was at the beginning of this year. So yeah, it's definitely I'm
Yeah,
very thankful for that. And there's been other people as well. I think I also bounced off with Habits, with Walker and Jay. I think you four were like the first ones that I was talking about all this. So it's been crazy that now it's actually happening.
yeah, it's true. It has been. The time passed fast. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's a great idea. I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can already know that there's a lot of stuff that need fixing, but this is like one big test of a tournament. First tournament that I'm running with very gimmicky stuff. So there's definitely gonna be stuff that are not gonna work very well, as we perhaps talked a little bit off camera of a few of the things already. But but yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
and for a trial run, I think it's still going pretty good so far. I don't think it's gonna be that problematic. And I mean, the second time is always gonna be better than the first time. Unless you're making a movie, then the sequel will suck. But
Yeah, I mean, I would love to perhaps do more editions, but I guess this is gonna be like a test run, see how successful this is, and then we'll
yeah,
see.
for sure.
We'll take it from there.
For sure. And you're already doing better than me. I mean, I've been trying to conceptualize the tournament for longer than you, I think.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So
That's gonna be nice.
it is what it is.
You can let me know on private if you want about the tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna get a lot of participants. I'm gonna try to have an open qualifier and everything. So
Oh, nice.
I don't know how that's gonna get organized.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like that, but the more the bigger the ambitions, the harder it is. So for
No,
this one,
exactly,
I
exactly.
try to keep it really simple, really small, and I do feel kind of bad because there is some players that I kind of wanted to have as well in the tournament, but just for the sake of simplicity and trying to keep it realistic for myself, I kind of had to do some, how do you say, um,
Yeah, 100%.
but maybe if it's successful enough, maybe for our next one, for our next edition, a lot of things
Oh,
can change.
bigger. Yeah,
Uh,
bigger and better.
welcome. There's a lot of people in that chat, so that's really nice. Welcome,
Yeah, people are
Renz. Welcome.
speculating about me.
Yeah, they're already asking you some stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, Alex.
I am Chinese, yes.
Um, I heard that Starflash is a cyborg to dominate AWBW. I mean, yeah, probably.
I mean, if cyborgs can be washed up, then sure.
But yeah, it's been nice to have you back. I know you took a little bit of a retirement.
Yeah, I contemplated fully retiring. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna play more this year and next year.
Nice. Well, that's great to have you back. And we also the plan for today for everyone that's here listening was to actually cast two games that have already happened last weekend, but we are actually getting a live game right now. Like we're actually gonna be ready to cast a game, so that's gonna be very exciting. It's gonna
Yeah, we're
be
gonna get a live cast.
what's that?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get a live cast unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's gonna be on this map, this beautiful, chaotic map, so that's gonna be some fun. The pirate pirate caravan. Oh, whoops, leaking MC stuff there. Oops.
Oh no.
I also got this new fancy little how do you call it, win count thing, so we can keep track there. I think they're only gonna be playing one game, but
Yeah, I think so. Wait, what's a go-kart on the top right of your screen?
you wanna see?
What is that? Yeah, what is that? Oh my god, it's real. It's real. Holy.
Okay, let's get back to. Whoa! I didn't know about this. Whoa! What's going on? Whoa!
Oh, that is wild stuff. Wait, somebody needs to make a map making competition for go-karting in Advanced Wars by Web.
I mean, I'm not gonna say much, but I had thought about something like that.
A go-kart tournament at the end of the year, guys. Be ready.
Maybe for next year, some like go-karting thing. Yeah, little spoiler there of this little thing, but yeah, that could be really fun. I wanted to do some go-karting of some sort, but for now it's just like that. It's just like you go-kart with Sturm going around that map. But there's some maps that people have been making that is just like an actual, like especially made for go-karting, which is kind of fun. You can't have more than one player though, so like that would be fun, no? Having multiple players. I don't know how you would do that though, but anyways, let's see if El Radoman and DFS are good to start playing. I think they can, yeah, they can start the game. Yeah, and it starts paused. So let's tell them.
Yep.
Okay. This is gonna be nice. A live game. Very exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, hopefully the site doesn't die on us.
I mean, I hope the stream doesn't die.
That's true.
Yeah, it's happened to me before, so.
Oh, really? Is it your internet or?
Well, sometimes I don't know. I think it just happens with camera or something. My computer sometimes kind of goes a little bit crazy. But I restarted my computer last night, so it should be all good. Okay. I need to remember to.
Well, if we run into any technical issues, maybe I can pick up. Oh, actually, I can't. I changed PCs, so I don't have OBS on my new PC yet.
Ooh, no, that's fine. If anything, if my OBS crashes, I'll just have to restart my PC and restream again.
Okay. All right. They said their game
started. Oh, they did start. Okay. And they started paused. Ooh, we have a game. Ooh, we have double Lash actually.
Lash versus Lash. Kind of unexpected, honestly. I thought. Oh, actually, no. There's no Sasha, right? Or is there? I don't.
No Sasha. I think this is tier 2. I'm surprised they went with Lash actually, because you have Kindle and Max.
I'm not super surprised. I think it's either Lash or Max is gonna be the most common pick.
Wow.
Especially because of all the terrain in the middle. It's a bit like Coldfire, where you want to have the infantry fighting.
Yeah.
But I'm quite surprised they both arrived at the same CO.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of going with Kindle because then it's like harder to interrupt. Not like you're trying to go for the base, the other one hits you from the road, and you get slapped back by extra 40%. But if not, Max with like the early, recons or tanks. Initially I had enabled Sammy. I hadn't realized that she would be so OP here.
Oh yeah.
Because you need 2 infantry to interrupt her cap instead of just 1.
Yeah, Sammy would forcefully take your bases.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So yeah, she was banned. Sasha was also banned because Sasha is early funding TA kind of shenanigans can definitely break things. So I thought just tier 2 with like Kindle, Max, and apparently Lash. So that's kind of hype. That's kind of interesting. So
yeah, I wonder if everyone is gonna play Lash or if there's gonna be other theories.
I'm gonna tell them they can start whenever they want.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've never seen a game here actually. Like I saw one, I think more like live queue, you know, non-rated, but having like two top players playing here live for a tournament, it's gonna be exciting. Because also one thing
Yeah,
is to test the map, no, and the other one is to actually be playing on it.
for sure. I'm curious to see if they prepped any openers for this.
Uh, yeah, same. We'll have to see. Wow,
Okay,
game.
looks like they're finally starting.
Yeah, they just started. So game one between DFS and Raider El Karaman Lash Mirror. So sort of underpicking, but perhaps not. In Pirate Caravan. So super hype. I think I might change. I'll just leave them like that. I think Orange Star and the Penguins are fine, although they're facing the same way, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, but you can't really face up and down, right?
Let's do.
You have
I'm,
to
I'm,
face
I'm gonna change DFS to black. No, Raider El Karaman to black hole. There you go.
All right,
At least on my end.
all right.
There you go. Wow.
Oh
So
yeah, Al Karaman was always represented by the Penguins, but now he's a black hole, I guess.
he's gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
We can leave
It
it with
looks
the
like
Penguins.
Carlman went with the skip of the back cap,
Yeah.
and Dead FS went for the instant cap on the left.
Yeah, but
But on
DFS
the
went.
right side, he did go forward.
Yeah, it looks like they both skipped one city on different sides. I guess both of them on the right side.
Yeah, exactly.
So now they're starting to point at the base. I also noticed that the captures here are kind of forced, so that if you want to actually go for the base, you have to spend an extra turn, like just positioning your infantry.
It's a 3 turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 3 turns to cap and 2 turns to interrupt.
Yeah,
And I also think the skip that El Karaman did might be slightly favorable to the skip that Dead FS did. Because the thing with the back city setup is that the right side infantry of Dead FS is going to chain into the middle 2 props. But El Karaman's is mirrored. So his top left infantry is the one who's going to chain into the middle. So El Karaman did not actually delay his big chain, whereas Dead FS did. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, but DFS still has a chain, right? That infantry that skipped still has a chain to go towards the.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm just saying the big income of the 2 middle cities is usually chained from the top left or the bottom right.
Right. Yeah.
Having to skip an infantry from that base feels kind of bad.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So he's gonna get it with this infantry. He's gonna get a little bit faster. He's gonna get these two, while DFS, he's gonna be.
Yeah, so you see that FS is slower by half a turn, but he is technically supposed to be up half a turn on that base.
Yeah.
So it's a 1 turn difference.
Ooh, DFS moving towards the com tower, and on this forest next to the base.
Yeah, honestly, I think it makes sense. It's next to 2 roads and a plane, so Glash would not get a lot of attack bonus when denying that prop.
He has also the infantry in the mountain backing up the one in the forest.
Yeah.
So tricky there. Also with no com towers, it hurts even more attacking from a road against a forest. It hurts.
Yeah. It does also look like that FS has a lot more infantry on the left side on the forward front.
Yeah.
Could see force captures on both sides. I do think El Karaman is definitely gonna interrupt the com tower capture, but I don't know how much he is behind on the left side though.
Oh, and he makes a recon. Yeah, this is the double recon actually. Wow.
Yeah, double recon.
The one on the right is strong because it reaches the base in 1 turn.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ooh,
I think 2 recons here was actually a good choice. Because I feel like he's desperately needing infantry on the left side. Looking at how it's about to be 5 versus 2 potentially.
Yeah.
And right side is going to help him, and he can only be answered by 1 tank. Unless we see that FS also go double recon.
Or he makes mech. Mechs here could be pretty strong, but they're going to be 1 turn later. So they need I think 3 turns to be in range of the base. 1, 2.
Yeah. they can't interrupt in 2 turns like infantry can.
I'm gonna assume that Darth is gonna make a tank on the right, really, and he actually gets the comm tower and is gonna start capturing the base on the left.
Oh wow.
Oh, he made the tank on the left. Wow. So maybe he's
Yeah,
gonna
I
pull
guess
back.
he's gonna. Yeah, I guess he's gonna try to capture the base on the left and forcefully, especially now that he has a comm tower secured. All his infantry are gonna be free to do whatever they please, right?
Yeah. He can get some nice interrupts. Also, the one on the right, he has access to the forest and the plains to interrupt from.
Right, right.
So-
I think this is quite a good play by that FS.
I think he'll probably back up from the right. Just pull back. There's no point in going for the base, right? There's a recon there and no tank, so.
Yeah, for sure. And there's no infantry in range to capture the neutral base either from El Karaman, so there's no threats.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna pull back, try to heal up. Ooh, big start here by DFS, but I wonder what these recons. I think these recons can do a lot of damage. Also, Raider can make a tank next turn, so he can counter DFS's tank on the top left.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
DFS
he did
cannot.
serve out Zigam pretty well.
DFS has to base skip for a tank next turn.
Right, exactly. So the infantry skipping which cities that this decided to do earlier definitely coming back and biting them.
Yeah.
But I do still think that DFS is quite in the lead despite all that because of how his infantry are propagated. Though I'm starting to wonder how El Karaman is going to stop the capture on the left side. If you see the forest on 02, 07, if he interrupts from there, the tank reaches it straight from the base. Reaches the forest, I mean. Okay, so he opts to not use the forest for the interrupt.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be under potentially a forced capture of the property because if the infantry that's capturing the left neutral city moves up, and another infantry moves into the forest on 0207 that I just spoke of.
Yeah.
And he join caps on the base.
Yeah.
Then he moves the tank onto 0208. Then it's a forced capture, right?
Yeah, because
so I think
you only have one tap to attack from.
Yeah, so I think this is a very
actually
situation for El Karaman.
Actually, I think it's fine because the tank can clear one of the infantry on the one on the forest, like tank and the infantry in the mountain or the 6 HP one, and then you have recon infantry to double hit the base one.
Yeah, tank could help clear the forest infantry potentially.
The problem though,
the tank hit, right?
Yeah, the problem is that then you're leaving that tank next to a plains, next to the comm tower, so DFS could like slap that tank from the comm tower, and that would hurt so much.
With that being said, though, DFS doesn't have the funds for a tank chain, while a Karaman does.
Yeah.
So if you get tank chained, then the trade might turn out very differently. Still, though, it's a 1 comm tower, 3-star city, or 3-star terrain versus a plains tile. So I would assume that just a simple tank chain is not quite enough.
Ooh. Probably put the tank on the city. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he can't even base skip for a tank because he had to repair the infantry. He'd have to join.
Yeah. I think this is still quite good for him, although he needs to start finding a solution for the right side base to interrupt.
Yeah.
As there's a recon versus only infantry.
I think he's probably either gonna join and make a tank or like base skip tank or make a mech, but you're still gonna get a free shot from the recon. And then even a mech, you're probably gonna have to give up the base. Oof, I think probably joining and making a tank. Oof.
Right, there's some difficulties there for sure.
Yeah.
And his income is only at 8,000, so that means that even if he joins, even if he doesn't build a tank right now, he's not able to make 2 next turn.
Oof.
Oh wait, no, never mind. He is able to because he's only missing 1k. Oh no, that's without the infantry builds from this turn. I was right initially, my bad.
Yeah, I think so. If he joins, he'll have like 7k something, so he can base skip tank, and then next turn he'll make just tank infantry.
Yeah, exactly. That's still quite rough curve-wise. I think potentially the infantry that he sent forward as a reaction to the base cap, or to the infantry that El Karaman sent forward initially, costed him 1k income at some point, and now he's missing his tank timings.
Wow. He actually went for some first strikes. That's some Poland stuff right there. Just
I think honestly this might be the optimal play, as there's no way he can defend all those infantry without losing pressure on the map, and this is probably the best way to exert some semblance of counterplay, because if he can weaken the infantry and potentially make walling for the neutral base impossible,
yeah.
then he can keep denying it.
Oof.
But if he doesn't do this, then he potentially can get full walled. But with that being said, it's still bleeding potentially 2 infantry.
Yeah. So the unit counter is gonna hurt. Like he'll have just 2 infantry and 1 recon. That recon can get first struck with some recon on recon violence. That there's someone in our community that hates that.
I think this is going to be quite a strong hit too, because of one tower versus planes and its lash. This is going to do 4 to 5 damage, which is honestly quite considerable. Yeah,
it's like a Kindle. Let's see, damage calculator.
Yeah, 44 to 52.
It's pretty strong. So
yeah, exactly.
He can still interrupt that infantry on the base, and you're totally right. Like injuring those infantry, it's definitely a gamble though. Like he lost some unit count, but at least there's only 1 healthy one, and he cannot block it. So now he can guarantee that he can interrupt it. Oof.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago, it looked like that FS was gonna get a free secure on the left base while denying on the right side. But now it looks like his income curve came back and bite him in the ass. He's unable to recover his tank count.
Yeah.
As he's only gonna be being on equal tank count this turn, and then Alcaraman, he could opt for potentially a join and get even 2 tanks.
Yeah, you're right.
And Alcaraman is already up income, while DFS, I guess what he has is the tower.
Yeah, I was thinking on the left, it's not looking that bad for DFS. Having the tower is really strong. Oh, and I think the capture's gonna go through, so Raider's gonna get the counter, yeah.
Oh wow!
So now they're on equal grounds there. Ooh, that lash forest attack.
Oh yeah, tank on tank. And that's quite a good hit, but I don't think it does too much considering the inf count right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like DFS has a lot more infantry than Raider on the left side, just a little bit, but it's enough to. Ooh, as DFS has like no infantry now on the right after that big clear up. Oof.
It does look like DFS lost all his infantry on the right side, so there's not going to be a capture on 1009, and there's not going to be any free interrupts onto the base anymore.
Yeah, he's going to have to send vehicles.
Alcaraman has 3 infantry on the left side to still have counterplay.
Yeah, he has 1 also healthy back there waiting to start the capture. So he'll probably have to use the recon to interrupt next turn, but then Raider's going to try to kill it with a tank.
Yeah. If anything, it looks quite good for Alcaraman, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Oof.
I wonder how DFS is gonna try to recover on the left side. I mean, there's no backup tank, and his tank is now down 2 HP. Does not look like he can get a free hit onto the enemy tank for equal trade back.
Does he not get like a nice... So he leaves it at 4, and then... Yeah, no, it'll be like a 4-3.
Yeah,
so
that's
I think
the
he would
thing,
lose
right?
the tank. Wow, yeah, Lash is really strong.
Yeah.
Okay, he takes out the recon with the recon, so probably puts the tank on the city. But I'm gonna assume that Raider is gonna just take out the recon. He also has another tank coming. Ooh, wow.
Right. And you have to be quite careful of potentially a blue tank sitting on 1210, choking the entire base out.
1210.
The city below the...
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah, that single tile. Yeah, I think he has to put the tank on the city, on the red city.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow. Allowing that first strike.
Yeah.
That's
I guess
crazy.
He's opening the opportunity for Alcaraman to decide.
Oh my god. That FS is wild.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this play though. I think there's a few possibilities, right? You can still sit the tank on the city we just spoke of and kill the recon, and just surround the other tank with 4 of your infantry. That's one potential play. You could just take the comm tower hit tank on tank, but DFS gets to chain out his base tank onto the comp tower hit. I don't think it's gonna be winning for DFS long term though. Still.
Wow, he got a
because of
good
the
roll on the
terrain
left also. 3-3.
Yeah, it ended up being a 3-3. I don't know if the infantry joined in, but
Oh, I think he attacked
even with that, it does look like if El Caro decides to do another hit plus an infantry hit,
Yeah.
he could get onto the neutral base potentially.
He could honestly like hit the tank from the plains, the infantry from the road, and then he has the forest attack with the infantry against the 7 HP one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but Raider, yeah. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh.
Oh yeah, 9-3.
Oh.
Man, that. Also, you see that FS is he's thinking that he's in some trouble. He goes with the recon tank buy instead of waiting for potentially more tank pressure.
Yeah, like double tank.
Plus, Alcarm at this turn actually has 17.8k, so you can even go medium tank if you wish it to.
True.
Honestly, I think medium tank would be insane here because there's DFS is not gonna have the income to build his own.
Yeah.
And Alcarman is gonna get more infantry count. It looks like he opts to not go for it, but
he's gonna
I think that would have been a huge play, especially because there's no extra tank count from DFS's side. As you can see, Alcarman is up tanks on both fronts.
Yeah, he could like just switch the 9 HP tank next turn towards the left to counter the recon, but I guess maybe he fears that the DFS's tank is gonna hit that one. But I wouldn't even be that scared because you have more tanks coming. So
yeah, exactly. But personally, I think he's in a astounding lead regardless. But
yeah,
I think I would have liked to see that medium tank adaptation.
And even now, being comfortable to go for the city on 5-6 and the one in the middle. So Raider also gonna get some income lead as well, as he's also capping the base on the right. So there's just so many things for DFS to deal with right now.
Exactly, and coming back to what I said at the start of the game, when DFS had to skip an infantry forward, delaying his back cap, you can see Alcarman has the center infantry first, so he can opt to go for the handshake or deny the enemy while getting his own, and DFS does not have the option.
Yeah, because this one he can interrupt the capture to interrupt the DFSs and then use the back one to start the capture again.
Yeah, or you can even suicide the 6 HP and finish his own cap, or rotate a tank from the right side. You know, like the world is his oyster right now. He's kind of has every option in the book.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say this is over by any means. I feel like there's still lots of play to be had because it's kind of hard for El Caro Man to dive in and finish him off.
Oof.
But the curve is not looking nice for him. It's going for another.
He made another tank on the right, so he don't.
And only infantry or recon on the left. So
I guess maybe a mech, but a mech here, I think mech is okay, but then it's like it's super open in the middle, so a tank can just pivot around the mech.
It's gonna be a pivot fight. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
In a block there.
Yeah, tank on the forest.
Didn't take out the recon. I think that might actually be guaranteed. You need 2 hits on that infantry. So
yeah, I think that might be guaranteed.
Unless you do.
Like to see Carman plays the tank on where the 6 HP infantry is right now instead. Even though that's gonna be in base range, because I would have liked seeing the opponent's infantry not able to kill the 6 HP infantry.
Ooh, double tank again. Honestly, at this point, he could also just make artillery. And then just really lock down and save up a little bit and maybe start going for those medium tanks as well. But oh wow, there's 5 healthy tanks, or almost 6 healthy tanks for Raider Caraman on the map, and only 2 for the DFS.
2. And it's only going to be +2, so 4 at the end of the turn. So the DFS really needs to look for counterplay right now, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
You know what the DFS has though?
What does the DFS have?
He has prime. No, it's not prime. Terrain tactics.
Terrain tactics.
Watch out.
Honestly, I'm a big terrain tactics fan, but maybe it's gonna come into play.
Maybe
that chart advantage. I mean, if anything, it also means that he gets prime tactics first. But he definitely needs to get out of the trench that he's in right now, because down tanks 3-1 is not comfortable by any means.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like he can attack from the first. Okay, he's gonna go for that. Oh no, he's gonna go for the play that I thought he was not going to go. Wow.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose
He's
all
gonna
his
lose
tanks
both
now.
tanks.
Yeah, that's 4 tank hits.
Yeah, that's gonna be like
and
6 tanks versus 0.
Back from the base.
Wow.
Oh.
He's like,
you know, I just said that there was a lot of play to be had last turn, but I think in a sudden shift of events, maybe we're looking at GG very soon here.
Yeah, this might be the GG turn. He might resign just here, I think. I don't know what kind of counterplay you could be able to find here. It's just so overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, on the bright side though, there's absolutely no infantry on the right side at the moment. So it's gonna take a few turns.
Like,
but you know what can happen? If you use terrain tactics and you boost an infantry from the base all the way to 1405, you can start a base capture in 2 turns.
14.
So what do you think of that play, huh? Terrain tactics OP, guys.
1405.
Watch out for those infantry boosts.
1405? Which one?
Yeah, from the base all the way to
1405
with an infantry.
You get in 2 turns instead of 3 turns.
Yeah, look at that.
Oof. That FS. It's not looking very good.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a ton of trouble.
It's like even
I actually wonder where this all started, you know?
Yeah.
That first infantry might have already exerted a lot of pressure. And then definitely the recons did a lot of work too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think also the FS went for some sacrificial plays that maybe put him behind a lot. Like losing that unit count on the right.
True.
The tank also from the left, getting first struck from the forest. On the base, it kind of meant that he lost that trade. So there was like little things like that then it just snowballed out of control.
Yeah, it does look like El Caravan's double recon turn was very strong because, as we said, you can only answer with 1 tank.
Yeah.
And DFS played with his left side tank too carelessly and got struck straight from the forest. I mean, even versus a generic CO, it's generally not a good idea to put your tank on a 3-star terrain versus a 2-star terrain.
Yeah,
forest are quite evenly.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oof. I think even Raider had gotten the com tower that same turn, so he got the 20 plus 10%, so 130 firepower against 3-star terrain, leaving it at 5. Oh.
Yeah. It looks like he lost on everything. I mean, the infantry sacrifice that we spoke of ended up not paying off, but I think it's also a product of him feeling forced to go for it because he had nothing to answer the recon, and because the curve did not end up panning out for him because of how many skips he did on the left, leading to not enough income to get those tank timings.
Oof, those trades. I wonder if perhaps an early mech would have helped that FS on one of the 2 sides to somewhat counter the recon, and because I think he also went a bit too greedy on the com tower on the right. Like he was trying to cap the com tower and the base, kind of like really pressing really forward, and that perhaps was a bit too much. No, and then he started losing unit count. Because maybe if he just turtles on the right, well, he can greed on the left. Then perhaps he can deny the base from Raider on the right with a mech to protect from the recon. Maybe push slowly. Like I don't know, like that kind of play, a little bit more conservative on the right. Might have been better, perhaps.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, it makes sense for anybody to try to sit on the com tower versus a Rhodes infantry, but at the end of the day, if you're winning the left side already and your income cannot keep up with the enemy's tank count, then it's really hard for you to keep pressing the attack, especially when they have more funds and more vehicles coming out of their base straight onto the com tower.
Yeah, honestly,
and like you said, he was winning the left side already, so there's no issue there.
Yeah, honestly, the double recon was really strong because also because you were saying that the funding by DFS, like there was no way to counter those 2 recons. I guess perhaps he could have done like double recon to counter the double recon. That would have been really funny.
That was one of the options, but I don't think it would have been the greatest idea.
Oof. I'm seeing a lot of people in chat. Welcome everyone. Welcome Profeta. Welcome Max. Welcome Tota. Mr. SI. Pablo Guerra. Nice. Semi-original. Fluffy. Welcome everyone. 82 viewers. Wow, that's insane. Welcome everyone.
Yeah, grand opening to your tournament. I mean,
crazy numbers, yeah. And what a match! What a map and what a match to start the tournament with.
Yeah, I would say Carmen definitely came in with better prep also for the initial infantry skip on the right side towards the front, forcing DFS to answer with his own infantry and having a slightly less favorable capture phase.
Yeah.
And DFS also kind of shot himself in the foot with the skips on the left side, like we spoke of.
Yeah.
I mean, and on top of all that, it's capitalized by the double recon buy, so there's definitely a great adaptation and prep from Raider this game.
For sure.
And it all makes sense and it all pays off for him.
Yeah, I wonder if perhaps the city skip by DFS wasn't really needed. They're getting close to a prime tactics, but I don't think it's gonna do much.
Yeah, but prime tactics is gonna hit no vehicle, which is just
yeah. If anything, it's gonna be really strong from Raider. Just gonna close out that game.
Right.
Wow. And yeah, Tota is actually a friend of mine. He has a YouTube channel that gives a lot of tips about how to use streaming stuff and Streamlabs or like OBS and stuff like that. So this the counter is from one of his videos.
Nice.
So thanks, Tota.
It looks like DFS is letting his game state sink in right now. It's not able to move as he's frozen by how.
I mean, what can he do?
Yeah, how many tanks are on the board compared to his own?
Like Raider on the right could 2-hit KO that tank on the city and then place another tank on the city itself.
Yeah,
like
it's just quite dire straits for him right now.
Yeah, not even a like Hail Mary lab capture is gonna save the DFS, I think.
Yeah, he's down every possible way of comparing. He's down unit count, he's down unit value. I mean, he's even in income, but everything else is less than pleasant.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the unit count on the right is super tough as well, just vehicle count as well. He's probably thinking like, is there an actual way? Like, is there something I can do? Maybe some buy. Maybe if I keep sacrificing units to injure his infantry so he doesn't get the base, and I don't know, perhaps he messes up. But honestly, Raider Kalaman is not one to mess up in live. He is so good with a timer. Look at him; he has 18 minutes. Like,
yeah, Kalaman is one of the fastest players on the website.
He's insane.
I think, if anything, right now he is, well, especially after that sack on the left side of the infantry, if anything, he's thinking to himself, well, we both have even income, and neither of us have the neutral base.
Mm-hmm.
If I play a defensive stance, and I can turtle up, I can potentially make it so my 10k army deficit is going to matter less and less, because in a game where there's 100k army value, 10k is only 10%. But in a game with 200k value, it's suddenly 5%, right? So I think he's looking to turtle, keep denying the neutral base capture, and maybe try to play from there. Although, I don't know how easy that will be to manage, especially because if El Caroman does what I think he's going to do, he's going to start playing the pivot fight and have all his tanks in the middle, split the fronts, and now he will have impossible captures to deny, and he can go on either fronts and eat whatever unit is straggling.
Yeah, I think it's very easy for Raider to not fall into that turtle like overextension and just go for the caps, like get the more income, perhaps go for the neutral base and really solidify. The fact that also prime tactics is around the corner, like Raider can still double hit that tank on the city and sit on the city. You can even use prime tactics. I was thinking that DFS could make a tank and then attack from the mountain, but now it's not needed. I think a tank is better, but yeah, still is.
Ooh. Well, Raider has a game-winning power right now, I think. If Raider or Carman moves his infantry to KO the 1 HP recon,
Yeah.
uses power to 2-hit KO the city tank, and sits his third tank onto the city to KO the infantry on the right. And then because of the power, he can move his infantry 3 tiles down, can start capturing the base immediately.
Oh yeah, next turn. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be pretty much unstoppable. He's gonna choke out the right side base completely. I also think if he powered, he would have been able to guarantee the middle city capture. I think the tank would have did 8 damage, and when you have 110% defense on a 3-star terrain, a 2 HP infantry does not do damage to you.
Ooh, look at that. He's thinking just
he
like you.
goes for the power.
Yeah, he's gonna kill
Maybe
that.
he does see it.
Take out the infantry. But ooh, this is a 1. Okay.
Oh, but even a 1 HP infantry cannot really interrupt.
Yeah.
And now he has a powered 110 defense tank onto the city, choking out the base completely.
Oh yeah.
And DFS has no foothold to put his tank on anywhere, so he can't really move out.
Yeah.
Right?
Even going for the flip on the middle. Ooh, now comes the medium tank. Semi is probably happy right now.
Good purchase here for sure.
And yeah, that's gonna really solidify it. Here we go with the prime tactics.
Yeah.
Gonna get a few first strikes possibly, and I would expect a tapping out here. I don't. It's just all over for me. I'm gonna get a hit there, gonna get a 4, and that's just gonna die next turn.
Yeah. It's
Sacrifice
extremely rough right now.
Sacrifice the infantry in the middle. Boom. Is it at 9? Oh.
Oof. Desperate times.
Oh, wait. Maybe the missiles can do something. Maybe the missiles.
Oh, right.
Wow, GG.
Against the non-existent airports. GG.
Perhaps the missile can throw some missiles and then fall. I don't know. Wow. GG to both. Great game. That was crazy. That like the beginning, I thought that FS opening was like pretty strong. I think, or it seemed like it. No, in the early game, but perhaps what seemed like really good was actually just very greedy, and then started losing kind of on both fronts, but mostly on the right, and then couldn't hold his ground on the left either.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. It looked like the early game he had first come first serve onto both the comp tower and the bases on both sides, but instantly we saw the repercussions of those choices because there's no income to back up the fort caps, and then the recons just kind of slapped him left and right.
Yeah.
Until he had no infantry left.
Yeah. Oof.
But great game by Alcaraman. I think this is, just really high quality prep and gameplay.
No, that was
very good adaptations.
I wonder if they want to play their second match. That will be hype. I'll ask him.
Okay. Yeah, it does look like that FS agrees that he messed up the opener. Especially with lacking the funds for that second tank. It does really hurt when you have those contested properties under fire and you don't have the income to match vehicles.
I'm just checking if they were planning on playing the second game. They might. They're pretty fast players.
And for the people in the chat, no worries if they don't play their second game. We have other games to cast during the week that was played during the week for you guys. So stay tuned. It's only gonna be a short downtime.
Yeah. I actually have them already over here in one of these tabs. I have the other 2 games that we can cover. There might be another game later today, but not really confirmed. But yeah, we do have 2 more to cast that happened. I think they were last weekend, so on Saturday and Sunday. Wow, what a game! What a map! Love it.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I think a lot of players are gonna try to not play this map. So I've seen people like not picking it, or maybe they pick it and then they snipe it from the other player. You know, actually,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna look to ban this map.
I could perhaps show everyone this thing. So for example, let's see. I was working on this last night. Okay, let's see if this works. Boom. Boom.
Huh?
And then I can show you guys this. So this is the... Okay, somewhat shows.
Oh, the big bans. Great. I was gonna ask about that actually. So good segue there.
So this is what Steeler. Thanks, Steeler. The GOAT. He I don't know. He was working on this and he created like a little UI, a little interface for players to go through a pick and ban or snipe process. And so, as you know, there you go. As you know, there's these 8 maps, and then you have one player picks one map, then the other player picks 2 maps, then the other one picks the second map, and then the other one snipes one of the maps, then the other one snipes the other, and then you have like one map per player. So it seems like DFS had picked Celeste and It That Betrays, and Raider had chosen Pirate Caravan and Don't Drink the Water. Wow, he went with 2 like really complicated maps.
Yeah. It looks like DFS is going with like the traditional standard maps, and El Caraman is going out swinging with
going wild.
2 mixed-based, very crazy maps.
Yeah, and
so I mean, it does make sense in the end that he has better prep then, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. And then DFS looked like he banned Don't Drink the Water instead of Pirate Caravan.
Yeah, so potentially he had a plan too, but
yeah, and then Raider banned It That Betrays to go with Celeste.
Yeah,
interesting. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And then later, like for the main event, I think we'll perhaps have it more like live, because like right now, you guys, the players, are like picking it more like async, like you can, take your time or whatever.
Yeah, we're taking our time.
But then the main event is gonna be like live, like you're gonna be picking, banning, and then playing. So it's gonna be a little bit more tricky.
Yeah.
Nice. So let's change this back.
So you guys can look forward to DFS versus El Carmen on Celeste in a couple of weeks potentially. We're gonna move on to cast. I think it was Poland versus Darth Noob, right?
Yes. So that's gonna be. I think the first game was probably this one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I think I have to.
Wait, you might want to tab this out before refreshing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Let's do. See if this works. There you go.
Actually, can you link me the replay also so I can have the same link so I can follow along?
Yeah. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, nice. Don't wanna give out any spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I have not really spoiled myself for this series at all, so I'm gonna be looking at these games for the first time too.
I think there you go.
All right, great. Yeah, works.
Okay, so this would be actually let's look at the pick bands from this set that is Darth Noob and Poland, because this one is also interesting.
Yeah, so I wonder who picked Caustic Finale and who picked It That Betrays.
So here we are. I think it says kind of blocking. Well, the chat is kind of blocking there, but there you go. That'll have to do. So yeah, Darth Noob and Poland, they were one of the fastest ones also to be picking and playing. It looks like Darth Noob picked It That Betrays and Pirate Caravan. Spicy.
Pirate Caravan.
And Poland went for Celeste and Caustic Finale. And looks like the snipes were Celeste and Pirate Caravan, leaving Caustic Finale and It That Betrays. So those are the 2 games that we have.
I mean, it makes sense in some ways. For Poland, he's picking comfort maps. And Caustic Finale should be quite comfortable for most top players, as it has been in the pool forever. I mean, even Celeste has been S rank for, most of my stay on the website.
Yeah.
I think I was one of the people who pushed for it to be S rank actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's
And
a good map.
yeah, it's a great map. And Darth Noob picked. I mean, AW Trace is quite a classic, but Pirate Caravan definitely was looking maybe to fish out some a crazy game from Poland, but
Yeah.
it looks like Poland decided not to pick it. Or maybe, you know, he picked Pirate Caravan knowing that Poland would likely ban it so that he could get his game on the map that he desires. You know, it could be a layer of strategy there.
Yeah, that too, for sure, to guarantee to get the AW Trace. And interesting to see Poland having Caustic Finale. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he was hoping for Darth Noob to have it be sniped and then just playing on Celeste and just have like a AW Trace.
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
So that's something also by Darth Noob. Interesting that he decided to ban Celeste instead of Caustic Finale, because I feel like more traditional playstyle would favor Celeste, and Caustic Finale is a bit more chaotic and perhaps more sharp. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in Caustic Finale. So
yeah, I agree.
Interesting that he went for that.
I also think Caustic Finale is potentially a more balanced player 1, player 2 map because of the tier that it is. If you pick Celeste, you get to pick tier 1, player 1 or player 2, and with Sasha, you could potentially have some insane openers prepped. So maybe Darth Noob did not want to go into all the lines of the income curves and pick Sasha there. Maybe he just wanted to play a simple game, you know?
Perhaps, but I think you can choose the player that you are. So Darth Noob, if he would have,
yeah, that's what I mean. So he opted not to go for it despite having the option to, is what I'm saying.
Right. Less homework, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping it simple.
Okay, I think let's get into this one. Let me make sure that the map shows correctly.
Yeah, you have to scroll down a little bit.
So I think that works. And they actually decided to go with Kindle Mirror here, because this is the tier 2, which also includes Flash. Kindle is usually picked a lot here.
Yeah, I mean, for many years I've said Kindle is the only pick. I don't think I was ever big on the Lash pick here. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true, but that's what I said in the past.
I think, I mean, there's a video that I posted that has a Jetaquin going with Eagle.
Okay, well, I think he was, memeing on his opponent a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Eagle is gonna be, especially in live, no? Like, it's even harder for Eagle here. I think if it's async,
all I'm saying
perhaps,
is, if anybody wins on Eagle during this tournament on this map, then
they deserve to just win.
well, I might. I don't know what I'll do. I might eat my shoe, you know.
Yeah, this game is already completed, so it's just gonna be casted after the fact. The ones that are like, we might be able to catch live like we just did in that Pirate Caravan, but if not, like for the qualifier, it's gonna be like this mostly, just to a matter of coordination, and timings, is just a lot of players and stuff. But then the main event is gonna be live, like that's gonna be all those games, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, all gonna be live. Wow. So also here, this was Poland's map, so Darth Noob got to pick player, so he decided to go with player 1 instead of player 2.
Yeah, I wonder if Darth Noob had anything prepared as player 1.
Yeah. Anything that you expect here from them? Specific opening, perhaps?
I don't think that there's any specifically very strong openers. I think there's some theory to it. About skipping your infantry to the corner.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't think there's necessarily anything super crazy that you can do.
I was thinking perhaps a max pick could go pretty strong, given it's also live, no? Like Kindle, the argument for Kindle is more like infantry fighting on cities and perhaps, tank on cities as well, but the arty plays that max maybe can't have.
Yeah, well, that's a thing, yes, but I also think Kindle power just is very hard to play against during live games.
Yeah.
Or just any games on low economy mixed space in general, right? Each individual unit on each front is very important. When you're not in a army versus army situation, the power can create KOs onto cities that you cannot usually have.
Yeah.
Or it can create KOs out of the city. You know, like one of the Kindle's strengths is taking the city and then killing the unit adjacent to the city. So you have to wonder, like, who is going to come out on top with that.
Yeah.
Because it's extremely hard to reclaim the city after it's been covered by the unit next to the city and the city itself, and your opponent has power running. So I think whoever's going to get the first power here is probably going to win the game.
Okay, you want to jump right into it?
Yeah, I think we can get started.
Are you gonna watch it on the stream, or are you gonna like follow it on by yourself?
I'll follow along whenever you say anything.
Okay.
And I think, well, actually, yeah, let's give some predictions for the series then, because the series has been played already.
Yeah.
But we both stopped ourselves from any spoilers. But we're gonna have the whole series casted right now, so we can predict before the series starts. Who do you think is gonna win the series?
Oof. I mean, from like I think the favorite would be Poland. Poland is just one of the strongest live players out there, so like the odds would favor Poland for sure. But Darth Noob is, you know, he's no how do you say, stranger to live play or standard play as well. He's really good in async, so he's like very, very positional. I haven't seen him a lot in live, but I know that he plays in live league and he's quite good. So I feel like from a more like objective, you know, like looking at history of plays, I would say Poland is the favorite in the series. But depending on the openers, I feel like perhaps Darth Noob could study some openers and then perhaps counter Poland that way. Because maybe if it gets to a very messy, brawly kind of scenario, I feel like Poland tends to thrive a lot in that.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. I think Darth Noob is one of the top players in live, but I think Poland is definitely the favorite here. I think he is probably the best live player right now.
Not you?
No, I mean I can't bring myself into the argument.
Gotta stay objective.
But I think Poland, you know, should be the hard favorite here. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna go with the 2-1 Poland.
And given the map, like, would you favor Poland here or Darth Noob's style?
Oh, for this map, I mean, especially since it's Poland's pick, I think Poland is definitely gonna win on CF.
Yeah, I would definitely favor Poland more in this kind of map. More brawly, more chaotic. He's really good with timer as well. So it's like, I can definitely see Darth Noob perhaps like running out of time, like by day around 8 or 10, while Poland's like boom, 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 just full sending stuff.
Yep.
And especially with his kind of playstyle, and this is being like low income, like like interrupting stuff, going really hard on economy. In this map, there's really low funds. Well, low funds, but really low on income. That makes it even stronger. And perhaps that's why he banned Celeste.
Yeah, because I think Darth Noob likes looking for semi-stalls in these live games.
Oh wait, actually, I think wasn't this? Oh no, actually, this was Poland's pick. Never mind what I said.
Okay.
Right. Oh wait, actually, it does make sense though. No, because Darth Noob had. Oh no, never mind. I think Poland had picked Celeste and Caustic Finale. So yeah, never mind what I said. Let's go ahead. So are you gonna watch on the stream, or do you want me to go saying how am I clicking?
No, I can follow it. It's all good.
Okay.
I'll know what you're talking about for sure.
Okay. So first few turns, of course, they're gonna go for those bases. I don't know. Perhaps there's some base skip line here. I don't think I've seen anyone go for any base skip line.
Yeah, I know it exists, but I'm not sure how good it is.
Yeah. Darth Noob is gonna go for the classic city skip though on the top to go for the corner city. That's like super meta.
Yeah.
Same with Poland. And I don't know what the tank order is here, so I don't know who's gonna be the first one to get a tank.
first one to get a tank should be player 1.
Okay, so ABBA.
So potentially that's why he's picking player 1, as this is Poland's map. So Darth Noob gets to choose a player.
Yeah.
It does look like both of them went for the skip to the corner.
And Poland going for an arty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, player 2 does get the first vehicle.
Right.
It looks a bit weird to open the artillery from that city, though.
Yeah.
Or that base, rather.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And also, he's going to be delaying his tank by another turn.
611. Sorry, what?
He's going to be delaying his tank by 1 turn, because if not, he could have gotten a tank next turn.
Yeah, I agree. But I think this is to look for 0611, but even then, he's 1 turn too early. So maybe he's going to send it to the corner.
Yeah. Perhaps to deny the comm tower? I think it's, most likely towards the corner on the top left, no? That's the
I meant top left corner. I think it's going to go to the top left.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he's going to have that infantry to interrupt the city and then back it up with artillery. But yeah, he can't make a tank this turn. So that tank from Darth Noob is going to get a nice tempo lead, perhaps most likely on the right, in that middle area. That's really important.
Yeah, I think Darth Noob is going to get to the contested area first with the initial tank, and it's not going to be answered anytime soon.
And Darth Noob is also going to be able to capture that city, the one on the middle, and there's nothing in range from Poland to interrupt it. So I think he might go for that.
Darth Noob sent the first infantry out, while as Poland sent the first infantry to the city.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of a necessary line. We've seen this play out quite a few times, because when Darth Noob sends out the first infantry, Poland cannot mirror the same movement as it could get first struck.
Okay.
So it's best for Poland to go for the city, but paired that with the tank timing differences, it could lead to quite an advantage for Darth Noob.
And he's going for the corner on the bottom right. Poland is probably just going to go back to capture the other city, unless he does Poland things of interrupting, but probably not. Even from the forest against a kindled infantry.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to go for that interrupt.
It's also interesting to see Poland opening with artillery. I don't know if perhaps that's what he usually does, but I was expecting just to see tanks from Poland.
I think quite a few people are quite fond of artillery on this map, and it is quite good.
Yeah.
Especially in the corners. I just don't know about opening artillery as player 2 and player 1 gets the first tank right after.
Yeah.
Seems like it would lead to quite a few places getting contested and being in trouble.
Yeah, this tank from Darth Noob is really strong, because like Poland can only make 1 tank unless he double base skips for a double tank.
Yeah.
Because that tank can like pressure the port, the city next to HQ, but also the 2 neutral cities on the left. So it's like Poland has to kind of decide where to make a tank. Oof. Okay, he's not gonna go for those captures.
Opening wise, I'm definitely favoring Darth Noob right now, but he does definitely have to counterplay something on the top left here against the artillery pushing in.
Yeah, for sure. He might have to make. I mean, usually, the artillery on the corners tend to be really strong, because it's really hard to counter, right? Like even a tank is gonna have a hard time trying to deal with them. Do you send a recon instead to perhaps get a little first strike there? It's definitely really strong.
It's generally really hard to reach the artillery for sure, like you said.
Ooh. Darth Noob is gonna interrupt there and probably bring the artillery to back it up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And yeah, on the city. That's gonna be insane. And goes for the double kill, brings the tank. And yeah, makes another tank on that corner. It's looking really good for Darth Noob already. Like, really strong.
Yeah, but I don't know about the play on the top left, though. So it looks like the artillery can shoot the 10 HP infantry, and the other infantry gets the hit.
Yeah, and then you can't clear that infantry.
6. Yeah, I'm not so sure, because although tank can reach the blocker from the base, it's not really possible, I don't think, to get the KO on it. It's exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
but if he does get the KO, though, then the artillery is in grave danger.
Yeah, I actually think it's good for Darth Noob. I don't think there's a way for Poland to, because that leaves it at 1, and then the infantry is gonna come in and leave it at 2 or 1. Wow, yeah. I think
Yeah,
even
we'll see if there's a
sacrificing.
sacrifice here. I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
yeah,
so.
Darth Noob will not be able to KO the infantry, which
Wow,
is probably the crux of his plan.
really
And now
nice,
that's not happening.
really nice start here from Darth for sure. Forced to make a tank on the left to defend the artillery from those tanks and even the infantry as well. Well, I guess the arty on the top left is good. Now we have the Poland tank on the right as well, so that's gonna drain a tank at least from Darth Noob into that area.
Yeah, it looks like in the end the Darth Noob tank timer or tank tempo did not end up doing much for him.
Yeah,
Especially because of this blundered tactic.
yeah,
I mean, he definitely could have pre-calculated this. It looks like just a massive mistake in my opinion, because that was never gonna be a good play there.
yeah. He probably didn't see that the infantry could just come in and block there, and
Yeah, I think
both
what he
infantry.
needed to do was just finish the capture and let the artillery hit him once. I mean, you can trade, you can have counterplay somewhere else and trade that tempo back. But instead he goes for the hit and does not get it, so he basically lost 2 infantry for free.
Okay, we're at day 8, and now they're gonna get their comm towers. Poland finishing that capture and gonna start pressuring more on the top left. And that artillery, this is when the artillery comes so strong. You put in that bridge.
Yeah.
There's nothing that reaches that the adjacent tiles of that bridge. So that artillery is gonna be just insanely strong. There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to counter these captures.
And like
Now suddenly, even though I thought Darth Noob's opener was stronger in terms of tempo, and now it looks like Poland is ahead.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's just that tank from Darth Noob, the early one. It was exerting a lot of pressure. Poland was able to kind of manage that, and then that tank went towards the top left, and the failed tactics of the infantry kind of gave away that early lead from Darth Noob.
Yeah, I mean, he basically wasted 2 or 3 turns on that tank.
Yeah.
But I don't know about this hit though now.
The tank hit?
Because that is in base range. I guess he's trying to overload the base because the base wants to answer what is happening on the left with the artillery, but it's not able to because it has to force itself into tank chaining into the middle.
Right. Yeah.
We'll have to see.
To kind of gain the corner, and I think also in an effort to try to have that passage, you know, like when you control this area in this map, you're able to join the armies of the two areas. Like he sent that tank from the left and the one from the right, so now there's 3 tanks instead of like 2 on 1, so he can have better tactics.
Yeah. Darth Noob definitely needs to keep the front split. He cannot let the Poland's tank join each other. I don't know if that's going to be possible, especially because he built the artillery on the bottom, which I feel like is going to have a hard time joining into the fight.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, Poland did send the first tank straight into base range, so potentially there is some play there.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe okay, he's gonna attack from the plains. Because I was thinking if you attack from the forest, then you're leaving Kindle attack you from the city, so that's probably not good.
So he routes it to the right side.
Ooh, brings the artillery towards the right as well, in range of a tank. And interrupts the city capture from Poland with a tank too.
But the tank though. The tank can get hit back from the forest from the base tank directly.
Yeah, that too. I guess he could make another tank on the top right, but he's probably gonna sit there on the city. And
yeah, I'm not a big fan of what's happening right now.
I guess he's trying to block to prevent 2 KO on this infantry in the city, and then the tank attacking there. I think this works.
But that's not gonna work.
It kind of works. And then you probably put the 7 HP infantry in the city to prevent the attacking the artillery from the city. Okay, so interesting how like Darth Noob is like, okay, you're not gonna join your armies here. This is not gonna be your area. This is gonna be my area. So he's trying to join these, trying to bring the artillery also in range, protecting the 9 HP tank. And there you go, base range, boom, double tank.
I think this was absolutely necessary. I think if Poland joins his forces here, I mean, the game is just over, especially because Darth Noob has already given up his top left corner.
Yeah.
So he needs to find some sort of counterplay into the middle here. although he is getting the bottom right corner for free also.
I'm
He's
assuming
not.
that Poland's gonna interrupt that. No, you don't think so?
Yeah, exactly. He's not managing his infantry forces correctly. I think he should be able to force more onto the bottom right, but because of how he's already thinking Poland is going to handshake it, he's leaving his infantry or leading his infantry towards the middle and not leaving them in the corner. Now Poland is going to be able to, deny the income diff for a few turns.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably also gonna first strike the infantry in the plains, perhaps. Okay, so he's going for those.
Yeah, it could be a good idea.
Oh,
It's gonna. He's already up 4K income, and it's gonna put him. Yeah, it's gonna keep him there for quite a while, and now the first power is coming through. So Darth Noob is gonna have a hard time flipping any cities.
yeah. Once those urban blights start coming, you can't flip anything.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going into the full brawl while Poland is up 4K income, and potentially will get the first power. So I think this is looking quite precarious for Darth.
Now you're gonna get all those infantry fighting. There's also something about this map that once you start double tanking on your HQ bases, then you start running out of infantry really quick.
Yeah, you need to set up an artillery for the corner counter push ahead of time, otherwise you're gonna be forced to do double tanks turns, and you're gonna not be able to contest the corner anymore.
Oof. Yeah, that 4K income lead is really strong here. That's a lot. And here are the powers, like they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, if Darth Noob had the power like 2 turns ago, then suddenly none of Poland's play on the top left works. But as you can see, because of how the powers lined up, now Darth Noob is in a ton of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps making an artillery from Darth Noob on the top left to kind of lock down the cities, at least one of them.
Yeah.
Could have been nice. The problem always is that you're going to probably lose some tempo on the rest. But I think probably the artillery from Darth Noob on the bottom hasn't done much. No, it kind of went towards that city, the middle city in the bottom. And even then he didn't get that city, so it didn't get much value. Yeah. And then just now it got first struck. So he lost all the value. That artillery probably could have gotten more value, like you were saying, on the top.
Yeah, I agree. I think that artillery needed to either go onto the bottom right corner to counter push, or he needed to go to the top left corner and counter Poland's push.
Yeah. Ooh, we have Urban Blight. The first power by Darth Noob. Will it be a winning Urban Blight? Or is it let's try to... Ooh, okay, he's going to KO that infantry and get a KO on that tank. I hadn't seen that. Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
But that does divert his forces quite a bit away from the middle.
Yeah.
That is pretty good value, though, for just the Urban Blight itself.
He's going to keep attacking over there. Also, you're going to put a tank on the city? No, I guess not. Because Urban Blight is just going to take that out. And then you're going to take out some infantry. Okay, so the infantry fight, brawl in the middle, is somehow overall okay for Darth Noob right now.
Yeah, it does look like Darth Noob is ahead on unit count by a lot in that area. But his artillery is going to be unguarded this turn.
Yeah.
So it's going to get killed. There's probably still a lot of counterplay possible for Poland, especially now that he's going to be having the charge to have a back-to-back CO power, while Darth Noob is going to be on 0 charge.
Yeah. Oh, and here comes the Urban Blight by... Although, I'm not sure what it is for. I don't see many KOs. Perhaps, like, besides just the interrupt of the infantry and the damage on the tank on the top. That's it.
Yeah, but you'd have to think that, 3 sets of 3 damages on tanks is still basically getting a tank for free. When your army value is under 50k, that's almost a tenth of your army, or not a tenth, a fifth of your army.
Yeah, I guess injuring that tank by 3 HP on the left is nice. It leaves it so that you can KO it possibly. It's just easier to take out. Doesn't deal too much damage.
I mean, with that being said, it also reduces Darth Noob's next turn's income, so he's gonna have a hard time keeping his tank chain. And Poland, like I said, he's gonna have a back-to-back power, so he's gonna be sitting on 10 defense extra for both of those turns. So I mean, sitting on a full bar of charge doesn't really do much for him. So you might as well leverage that as soon as possible.
I mean, he could have used High Society too, but
Yeah, but I
The
don't know
buffed,
about.
buffed high
I
society.
think double power here is gonna be stronger for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And also when you see that someone can now make tank infantry on the HQ area and another tank on the bottom, it's because they're feeling more comfortable. Because
Oh yeah.
now you can start replenishing infantry either to reinforce the bottom corner for Poland so he can maintain that city, or send it towards the middle to try to flip that one city from Darth Noob. But you really need those
Yeah.
infantry numbers. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. And Darth Noob taps out. A very quick game.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense though. Looking at his current gold in his bank, he does not have enough to go double tank this turn.
Yeah, be single
His
tank.
his push on the bottom right has failed. Has not garnered any cities back for him, and it looks like Poland is going to secure the middle city as well. So Poland was going to keep his 4K income lead, and now it doesn't even look like Darth Noob's initial extra tank count has panned out for him in the end either, because the two tanks here are stranded on the left for that one tank kill tactic.
Yeah.
Unable to help the rest of his tank in the middle there.
I think perhaps Darth Noob could have held that city in the middle for a long time, because the infantry from Poland was at 6. There isn't any healthy ones. He was going to get
I
that
think
other
even
city.
holding that city wouldn't have mattered long term.
The only thing is, on the bottom right, if Darth Noob, honestly, that artillery he made was one of the biggest problems. If it was sent towards the corner, it would have been really good, because then he can guarantee getting that city, perhaps the other one, just like Poland did. Because he was lacking that, especially against Kindle. You're trying to interrupt these caps and stuff, but you're attacking from a bridge onto a city, and it's just so painful.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. The biggest mistake of this match is definitely him not having his artillery in the right spot, and it ended up shooting maybe once with 4 HP, and then he got slapped twice by a tank and just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it did not garner what he wanted to.
Yeah, that and the turn that you said, the little tactic on the top left, going with the double infantry, and not seeing that Poland could then block the artillery. That was just like losing 2 infantries for killing
that
one.
was a huge blunder. I mean, in maps like these, having a early turn go wrong can go south really fast for the whole game.
Yeah.
I mean, he lost the entire corner, and you must think that having those 2 extra infantry, you could have denied the corner for much longer.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, if he just denied the corner for another 2 turns, his COP would have been online. He could have potentially threatened to have the artillery KO'd from COP plus tank KO on city infantry, and then something else goes onto the city to hit the artillery.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like having those 2 infantries blundered, lost him the whole corner, lost him the 4K income difference because the cities got flipped. I mean, it cost him.
It's a snowball. So small things like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder, if perhaps this artillery, the one he makes on this single turn, makes it on the top. He finishes the cap, and then just pulls back, and then he can do interrupts and bring artillery to lock down the cities. Perhaps they run a recon or a tank, and then Poland can't or just can't comfortably get those cities on the top left like he did, and he has a few more infantry left.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the other thing is also, despite having the initial tank tempo, the tank ended up not doing anything because I mean, if he wanted to go for the tactic on the left side, he should have sent the tank left side to begin with,
Yeah, the turn before perhaps. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Small things.
Yeah, the small things definitely came back to bite him. I think overall ideas were good, but the execution was not there.
Yeah. I wonder if Darth Noob had prepped that opening, or just went straight into it, just I'm just gonna open tank and gonna take it from there, and maybe got a little bit caught off guard from that. Plus the little blunder.
I think he might have, especially because this is Poland's map pick, right? So Poland came in prepared with a specific opener, with the artillery, and Darth Noob just went with a generic, tank timing on first tank turn with 10k.
Yeah.
And just ended up not playing a great game, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. Great game.
Yeah.
And we have another one.
To be prepared.
We have one more.
Yeah. So it's Poland 1-0.
Oh yeah, let me lose the super cool. What is this? Win count?
Yep.
How do I do this? Oh, left counter. So Poland is up 1. There you go. Boom. 1-0.
Boom.
Wow, 91 viewers. This is crazy. Thanks everyone for being here. Oh, we even have DJs here. Welcome everyone. Sergio, Legendo, Rutherford. Damn. Okay. We have our last match that we can cover. I'm gonna have to refresh this off screen so no one gets any spoilers. There you go. So, next match. This is the second match of their set. So if Poland wins here, then he wins 2-0. If Darth Noob wins here, then there'll be 1-1 and they would play a third match. And this is Darth Noob's map, right? Darth Noob's home map. And they both went with Olaf. So an Olaf mirror, wow. Okay. I guess more conservative pick. So I think
I think it makes sense. You don't want to pick ego on live, potentially losing yourself on timer. I think this is generally quite good for artillery play.
Yeah, artillery here are pretty good, but I've seen a lot of just tank brawling, especially in this area and like the lab double city area.
Yeah, I mean Max is surprisingly good on this map, but I think Olaf is just a safe pick.
I was thinking Kindle also, because you have all these properties, right? Lab, city. Usually where you fight a lot.
Oh, that could be a pick, but I think people are so ingrained with the natural tier 2 that Kindle is not gonna get picked much on this map.
Plus the income is like not necessarily high. It's kind of low, kind of mid income. Copters are super late as well, so you don't really need to be having to counter copter with copter or anti-air. It's like the first 8 turns, it's like tank. Whoever wins the tank brawl there, first Urban Blight could kind of get a big lead. I feel like it's also really easy to counter the copter. Like your bases are so close to the action. Who do you favor in this map?
Honestly, because it's Darth Noob's map, I think I'm gonna favor Darth Noob here. Like I predicted, I think it's gonna go to 2-1. So I think Darth Noob is gonna win on his home map, especially because the map, it just favors his playstyle more than Poland. I think.
Yeah,
so.
more positional. He might be able to find some like artillery plays, more like slow push. Poland might be more like just doing Poland things of sacrificing for captures, and perhaps Darth Noob can then get a lead that way.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it looks like Poland is doing a lot of prep. So I would like to see Darth Noob match his level of preparation for, his home map. So, I want to see Darth Noob have a win here, but Poland can absolutely still pull it out of the bag and have a 2-0 victory.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see Winter Fury be used?
I would like for it to happen. I think we will probably have at least one SEOP exchange, because I have a hard time thinking of any victories happening short term, unless someone messes up really big time.
Nice. Maybe a normal power Olaf, some snow.
Normal power? In the Eagle or Max matchup maybe, but in the Olaf Mirror, I'm not sure.
Oh, true. Maybe for the extra stats. But yeah, no, you're right.
Imagine if a 10-10 wins you Olaf Mirror, that would be crazy.
Gets you the double KO in a city or something like that. Okay.
All right.
Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
So, we have Poland and Darth Noob game 2 in It That Betrays. And Poland is up 1-0, so Darth Noob has to get a win here to kind of tie it up and try to go for a game 3, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna go for all those first captures. Okay.
Well, it looks like Darth Noob goes for the back cap on his top base, whilst Poland rushes the forward base, forward city on his base.
Yeah, he's trying to rush the two cities right there next to the lab.
You need to rush the city that's diagonal from the lab to secure it before you can get RT locked, because that city can get RT locked in one turn by an artillery from either base. So it's quite meta to go for that city, or by the book, you could say also.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he's gonna go for that capture. And Darth Noob not doing that, so Poland's gonna be able, if he wants to move the infantry off the top towards that area, he's gonna be able to. Yeah, okay, he did that. Instead of going for the capture chain, he's just in a position. Ooh, and even makes an artillery, just like you were saying. So he's gonna be able to interrupt that lock.
So we're going into the exact opener that I thought was potentially gonna happen. I mean, this opener is definitely prepared by Poland.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if Darth Noob has a counter for this prepared also, because maybe he has a trap for this specific play.
Ooh, okay, makes a tank because he puts that infantry right next to the city. The tank is not gonna reach the artillery, so he can still interrupt the capture, put the artillery there, protect the infantry. But he's not gonna have funds to make a tank, so he's gonna have to wait another turn. So it might make it awkward for Poland the next turn when the tank is pointing at the artillery.
Yeah, but I think the artillery is gonna route from the bottom side to be next to the comm tower.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine. But maybe not. He didn't send his infantry to block.
So he's gonna try to protect the infantry with the artillery.
Oh, okay.
And he did get the city on the bottom with the lab because of the skip.
Yeah.
Darth Noob was just gonna focus more on income, it seems like. He's gonna give up those two cities.
We'll have to see how this pans out, because even if he allows that city to be taken or allows his artillery to be shot, regardless, Darth Noob has just used 2 infantries and dropped both their HPs below 10. Whereas Poland only sent 1 infantry forward and lost that infantry naturally to the interrupt. So Darth Noob is losing more tempo overall for that exchange.
Yeah, I would assume Poland's gonna sacrifice a 2 HP infantry if it does enough damage to the 10 to slow down that capture.
On 0 tower, I don't think you can do 1 damage. I think on 0 tower it does 8 to 9.
Okay, so he's just gonna take that out. And just gonna make a tank. I do like the infantry there though, because now the tank can't attack from the forest, so it's gonna be forced to attack from the plains.
Yeah, that must be the idea, but he does allow the capture to go through though, so not shooting the city infantry with the artillery is kind of weird.
Yeah, he went for the kill there, so that. Oh yeah, very interesting. That's very non-Poland, but maybe he's like, it's fine. This if it goes through, I can get that later.
Yeah, that must be the idea, but
because
I think
the artillery is in range of the base, and it's not a tile that Darth Noob is gonna have in range of his base.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna go for that. Boom. Oh, I thought it dealt more damage. Left it at 4.
Should do 6, right?
So he's gonna be able to just send the artillery back to heal and attack with a tank, and he'll be defending the tank even. Not that it needs to be defended.
From the city. I mean, this should be a good line for Poland overall, but I don't think the specific opener ended up being necessarily worth it.
Well, he did get the double city here. I guess, Darth Noob did get these as well. And I guess Darth Noob can just put the new tank on the city, shoot at the full HP infantry. It's not like a 4 HP artillery is going to do that much damage to you.
Yeah, like you can see that the Darth Noob has his most forward city at the bottom, while as Poland does not have his most outer city on the top.
Yeah.
And with that being said, Poland getting that first strike on the tank only is a 3 HP difference, which is 2100 difference.
Yeah.
While as Darth Noob got 6 damage onto the enemy artillery, and that's a lot more. That's 3600 damage.
Yeah. Now he's gonna have 3 tanks. Now it's not something really that Poland can go and attack any of these tanks, because then he'd be in a losing trade.
Yeah. I think personally I would have traded my 5 HP tank for the 4 HP artillery just to eliminate that future threat, you know, because
Yeah.
you can still repair, you can still go siege spots with a damage artillery.
Yeah, see here is so strong as well.
Yeah, I think a 5 HP tank has a lot less staying power.
Yeah, also the bases are so close that I feel like you can sacrifice that to get that immediate value since you have more tanks coming really quickly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to plan for the long term. I think Darth Noob is not playing this how I would be.
Thanks, Sergio, for the reminder. I keep forgetting all that. Now we have the music, or the music and the sound effects.
Yeah.
I hope that would be like on the site one day. That'd be nice. Ooh.
Yeah. Honestly though, I've been playing on Advance Wars by web for so long, I forgot the music even existed for this game.
Yeah, with this one, it has like the sound effects, so you can hear like the infantry moving and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, Poland going for an attack there. Very strange.
Very curious. I feel like this is bad.
Yeah, it feels very bad.
It looks like a very losing trade. I mean, especially with this, the base reaches the 5 HP tank immediately.
Yeah. You can attack from the city. That's like a free kill right there. And then you can also, I don't know, first strike the other one if you want to, but you don't really need to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options for Darth Noob here, but...
I don't understand why he did that, though. Like, what's the reason to attack that tank?
Oh, I don't see any reasoning, to be fairly. To be honest, I don't know. I don't see any... I think it's just a blunder.
Wow. And on the bottom, it seems like Poland has... Like, they've been making no vehicles in the bottom. They've all been on the top, so the bottom is just like infantry flood. And there's way more infantry for Poland, although Darth Noob did make an artillery, so he's probably planning on locking down the blue city that he got, which is going to be like really awkward. Like, if you lock down that with an artillery, it's very hard to get it. You would need a copter, so it's going to take a lot of time. And perhaps he can also then use it to... If he's able to shoo away those infantry, then he can try to go for the two, or one of the two cities next to the lab.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was a good play at all. I think Darth Noob is going to punish him on the top, and then Darth Noob has this push set up on the bottom as well, so...
Ooh.
Oof.
Although this overextension is a little bit strange.
Yeah, this is a bit iffy, because I think last turn he could have sacrificed a 5 HP tank for it, but now he's sacrificing a full 7 HP tank for it. Suddenly the value is very, very different, you know, like 4,200 or 4,900 even, compared to 3,500 is a big difference.
I do like, though, how he put that infantry, so the Poland's tank that's on the plains is kind of blocked off. So he can kill the 7 HP tank, but then he can't get another hit. There's no way of breaking through. So that's pretty smart.
Right, I agree with that.
So
still though, I mean, just having 7 HP tank for free from the base range is quite worrisome, yeah. Yeah,
sacrificing a tank to finish off an injured artillery, I think perhaps it's not that good.
Yeah. But yeah, perhaps either players are willing to take these bad exchanges because they think, oh well, maybe I'll get super first, and that's gonna create an opening for me.
Right. Yeah.
But as it stands, they're both very, very equal in charge.
And Poland going over here to try to get that blue city in the bottom. And there's no just gonna let that happen. He's just gonna shift over towards the red city.
Wow, I'm very, very surprised.
Yeah,
because that was his only income difference with Poland. That was his only advantage. But now giving that up, not so sure.
Wow, pulling back on the top, making a copter. This copter is probably copters here are also pretty strong, but they're kind of late because they can kind of be attacking both areas at the same time, kind of floating in the middle, so it can make it really tricky. But again, I think you can easily counter with your own copter or an anti-air. I
think buying a copter here is quite good, but this is like an anti-timing. And what I mean by that is once your opponent is on 16,000 on a 3-base map, building a copter is giving them a free AA tank infantry turn, which I usually try to avoid. Maybe too much so, but in this case, I think he's not going to have so much leverage with the E-copter because it's not disrupting any of the curve that Poland is having.
Yeah. And of course, Poland is going to go for the interrupt. That he would not be Poland if he doesn't. So he's going to take that out. And he's going to get that. And now he's going to have the lead because he was able to flip that one city. So
Very lucky.
wow. It's been going a little bit back and forth, a little bit more to one player, a little bit more towards the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he makes actually artillery anti-air
I'm
infantry
surprised he
instead
sent
of
the tank topside from his base too. Looks like he wants to counter push instead of. Well, his artillery is probably to lock the city on the bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
And
yeah,
then just
I think
invest
the-
everything at top.
Yeah, I think the interrupt was objectively correct. I think everybody should go for it. But it looks like his follow-up plan is to counterlock that city diagonal from the lab. And then he says, "Wow, I don't need that one tank. I'm just gonna send it north."
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna try to all in over at the top. Probably send the anti-air as well. But
Yeah.
but Dartmouth's gonna be able to take out 2 of those infantry from Poland, leaving like 4.5 plus the artillery, and Dartmouth has like 7
Yeah.
infantry. He can also send
But
in a tank.
it will be locked from base range with an artillery of his own. So
Yeah,
I think overall Poland has good ideas here with his all-in on the north while counterlocking on the bottom.
there goes the tank. That tank is gonna be in range also of the tile that the arty wants to be on. So if he's able to break through, then he can smack the artillery.
Yeah.
Ooh, gonna get some extra
I think-
cash right there.
I think if anything, potentially Darth Noob could have not shot with the artillery and actually moved it forward, because what that accomplishes is basically the artillery can shoot an infantry that's 3 tiles away from the city that is potentially blocking for the opponent's artillery while he has his tank in range.
Yeah.
And not doing that, could be a potential mistake.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's actually really smart. Being able to clear and guarantee that, and then it's like, what do I do? Because there's so many infantry from Darth Noob too. Like there is more infantry from Poland that they're kind of out of the way. Those 3 in the bottom, they're not gonna be in time to block off the necessary tiles. So that's pretty important. Ooh, he's gonna bring a tank, and he looks like he's gonna interrupt for sure. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
The one on the lab is very strange. Ooh, puts it on the city too. Okay, that's interesting. That's
I guess he's counting on the repairs to counteract the enemy tank having a free hit.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, he can't easily kill the tank that just hits his artillery, but it does guarantee the permalock on the city, I suppose.
I was thinking he can also attack, like Darth Noob can go and attack that artillery, and then he can move the artillery in range, like pointing at that city that the artillery is on. So, and then it's like, okay, you either attack with your tank from the plains. It kind of creates a little bit of an awkward situation, I think, for Poland, but maybe the repairs on the artillery are strong enough.
Yeah, he could go for an overload play. I mean, especially if he wants to rotate his tanks through the middle, potentially reaching there faster than Poland's army, as his army is quite far out of the way on the top left.
Yeah, probably Darth Noob needs like, honestly, a medium tank on the top would be nice, but he doesn't have the funds. Possibly an artillery by Darth Noob on the top to lock down at least one of those 2 cities. Okay, he's going for the artillery. Going for first strikes on infantry. And he's gonna move the artillery. Ooh, yeah, nice. He's going for that. But the repairs are gonna be pretty strong though, from 5 to 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quite good repair, but without that tile, he can't 2-hit KO the enemy tank. And as I said, he's rotating his army through the middle.
Yeah.
Textbook front switch.
Yeah,
but he's
literally.
Probably gonna lose cities on the top though, so there is issues there too.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still in range, right, of defending these 2 cities. He's gonna make another tank.
That's true, but his vehicles are. I mean, I guess they're in the middle, so he can go in either fronts.
Yeah, they're a bit slowed down. I think there's only like 1 or 2 tanks that could participate. There's those forests right there. And Poland doesn't look like he's gonna go for the caps at the top. I want to see.
Yeah.
Ooh, he goes for the arty shot.
Oh, sorry. I hate to leave you on the climax, but I need to be right back. It's gonna probably be 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You can probably keep going though. You don't have to wait for me necessarily, but I need to be right back. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. You can go. Okay, we'll have to keep going, and STARFLASH will have to join us later. Wow, what numbers? That's insane. 104 viewers. At least that's what it says here. But that's insane. Welcome everyone. I hope you're having a great time. He's gotta go play his own game. Yeah, right now he's gonna finish it in 5 or 10 minutes. I mean that's STARFLASH. But over here it looks like, yeah, Poland's just gonna smack that artillery. I mean, it looks like a pretty favorable trade, honestly, with the repairs. And he's going to get the 2 kill there onto that tank. The only thing is that, oh, this is getting exposed to this, right? This copter is not covering this tank. Okay, it doesn't need to be covered. But Darth Noob can use these 2 nice tiles to take out this tank. Probably take out the artillery as well with artillery and tank. But it's gonna be tricky because you have to send some of these, which is less over here, right? And Poland is gonna go for this capture. Gonna front switch some of these tanks. Okay. And also that charge is just like really going up. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep going and then STARFLASH will come back and we can get his thoughts. I just don't think that pausing the game, I don't know, I kind of want to keep with the tempo. Now we have this nice match going. But it's fine. So there goes the copter. Gonna attack from the city. Okay. Gonna take that out. Gonna finish off these injured infantry. Poland, like, kind of front switching the tanks over towards the back path, which is a little bit more awkward. It takes more time, but because he can't use this one, because Darth Noob already has this area. And Darth Noob gonna send one of those tanks, another tank to clear that. Gonna clear the other tank, possibly attack that guy. Yeah, boom. And just bring all of these. Anti-air are gonna be covering everything. Even if the copter wants to attack this copter, its anti is not in range. Gonna go for that interrupt, and possibly that's it. Just like sitting back. And ooh, you know what's coming? All these attacks, all these tanks going down. It's that charge. That charge is going up. We have Poland right there. Like this very turn, Poland could get his super, and so Darth Noob is trying to prep for that. He's gonna put this tank on the city so that it gets healed up to 10, and leaving this other one as well. Oof! And in this kind of matchup, it's all about that. Like the first one that can get that global damage, say in like Drake Mirror or Olaf Mirror, is really, really strong. Oof! So I think Poland's caught a little bit off guard here. Not much that he can do. Doesn't have the unit count to clear these infantry. Like when you have to use vehicles to clear out infantry to then get vehicle hits, that's when you know you're in a rough spot. These don't really have much of a target. It's not looking very good for Poland, I would have to say. Although he does have the slight income lead and the charge lead, so he's gonna get that power first. We'll have to see. He's gonna go for some first tank, like some attacks here with the tanks and the infantry. Gonna cap and join, and yeah, he's gonna get that super, so global damage done. He's gonna try to clear that. Okay, gets the little roll. Gonna clear that. Okay. So he's gonna be able to reach that copter, although it is gonna get taken out by this anti-air from this the city tile. So that's gonna be really nice. And he's gonna send all of these also to kind of block. So now it's gonna be really hard for Darth Noob to interrupt this capture. Like with Winter Fury, you drop it down to 8, so you would need one more hit, but it's gonna be pretty tough. The only thing is, okay, now it makes a medium tank. Interesting. I think that's probably okay. There's quite a bit of tanks here from Darth Noob. He's also doing the same thing of putting this guy on this tank to repair. But the fact that this artillery is injured is going to be nice for this medium tank to kind of try to ward off all these tanks. So perhaps there's a chance here for Poland. Maybe it's not looking as dire as I thought. And here comes the super from Darth Noob. I'm going to try to go for this capture. Once the global damage starts happening, all your infantry are all injured. It's like really hard to get any captures going. So he's going to try to clear that to get the access to that tile in the city. And, oh, okay, I thought he was going to first strike here. Is he not? Oh, wow, he's going to go just for the interrupt. Wow, insane. Instead of going for the tank hits here. That's an interesting decision. He goes for the copter kill. I guess this makes sense because these two are at 8, right? And these are all at 10. So even a first strike from an 8 HP tank It's not gonna be that good. So he can go for that and try to maintain this. He doesn't want to let Poland have a bigger income lead because that is when it can start spiraling out of control. Also because Poland has like the charge lead. He's gonna be able to get charged quicker for that second power. Gonna get a bunch of those clears right there. Now it's Poland's turn. Yeah, I guess this area is not looking very good for Poland, honestly. This area is quite okay. The medium tank is gonna be quite uncontested. I guess no need to hit the anti-air really because you don't have any copters. I'm gonna try to okay, going for that capture. I guess it's gonna be guaranteed after all this blocking over here. So he's gonna be able to get that. So he's gonna try to get a little bit more income lead. Tank, infantry. Okay, and anti-air doesn't have much of a job. There's no copters, you know. And now it's Darth Noob's turn. And at the start of the turn, he's already ahead on unit value and unit count. Poland had to pull back from here, so he's not going to be able to get this capture. I think he is going to get this one. I don't think this infantry can drop this down enough to stop this capture. And I don't think he can access to get another shot there. But down here, this medium tank can be quite a threat. Okay, he's going to get some first strikes, even in range of the medium tank. So probably he's going to bring the artillery in range, but it's a 5 HP, so it's not going to deal a whole lot to that medium tank. And he doesn't even have the funds like to make a medium tank even. He's just gonna go there and attack all these infantry in range of these tanks. Okay, and he's gonna bring another one to finish that off, and he's gonna start clearing out some of these units.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, hey. You missed the...
Yeah, I was able to follow on my phone while I was away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm caught up.
Nice. It's a interesting development of the match. We got the double winter going, sure. And uncontested medium tank here, putting tanks in range of other tanks. I don't know if this is perhaps to get more charge and try to flip around the charge lead. I'm not sure.
I think overall it's a good idea. I mean, in general, I think his push, his rotate to the bottom was really good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it costed him the power differential. Mm-hmm. So Poland got super first. But you know, the breakthrough on his base side with those infantry sacks and then hitting interrupting the captures is actually really good. I think it was a good play.
Yeah.
Especially considering that he's already down income. Mm-hmm. He needs to make sure that he doesn't stay down income or not let the gap open up more. And I mean, even though the medium tank is getting free hits, he has so many more vehicles locally at the bottom that he's able to overwhelm the rest of the units and potentially secure his caps back.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good play overall.
I would assume the objective here by Darth is, of course, holding that city in the top, but if he's able to flip one city down there, then he's going to be able to get that income difference. And Poland is no longer going to have that,
yeah, exactly. Objective. Exactly. But with that being said, you know, they're both going really low on time. He definitely needs to find some sort of counter for that medium.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the funds are so low. Maybe he makes an artillery. Yeah, he makes an artillery. Because the 5 HP artillery is not going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. He needs a new artillery or he needs to save up for his own medium tank.
Yeah. It looks like he's not going to be able to next turn.
But yeah, with that being said though, if he is able to flip the bottom city, that's at least going to even up the income. And if he's able to flip anything else, then it's looking good for him.
Yeah. He's going to go for the artillery kill. Okay. Yeah. So he's going to Poland's going to let that city fall. But I don't think there was any way to kill.
I don't think so either.
That anti-air there was nice blocking, and
especially being down so much unit count and value it's hard for him to keep interrupting.
Yeah, for sure. Like that medium tank is gonna keep getting value, and there goes the city flip. They're actually both at 17.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna even up the income. So I wonder if he is able to force a capture here this turn onto that city, because if he is. Then suddenly he's up income and it's gonna be looking really, really good for him.
Oof, and all that overwhelming unit count, you can start to see like now it's just one medium tank, infantry, 4 HP. Like,
yeah,
there's no way that he can access to interrupt that capture. So that's going to be another capture from Darth Noob, and this time it's going to be a flip, so he's going to be able to get 18 to 16k.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be amazing, especially with that 18k means you can get medium tank, you can get B-copter.
Yeah.
While the player that's on 16k is kind of struggling.
And like the unit count is looking really bad as well. Like 25,
yeah, exactly.
14.
I was gonna get to that. It's almost a double the unit count.
I think Poland would have to just try to overrun the top, perhaps like flip a city. He's gonna try to go for some attacks. It seems like attack from there. Medium tank not getting a lot of value.
Yeah, I think at this point it's kind of a last-ditch effort for Poland. I think exactly. Okay, he understands that he's down income and he's down on every other metric as well. So
wow. Yeah, the medium tank. I think the medium tank was okay, but just the fact of the lack of a unit count made it so it couldn't get a lot of value. It did kill one 8 HP tank, and then I think it was left at shooting at infantry. Unit count is so strong. The brawl in this area is insane. It's crazy that it's like in one base range, like one turn base range, and yet you can still win from the other two bases. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, this just proves that local majority means a lot. You know, in these situations, you can force capture flips, and you can circumvent a lot of the heavy units because you know one medium tank can only hit so many units.
Yeah, you can only shoot one, and if you block enough, then it'll end up getting very low value.
Yeah, for the medium tank to hit a key unit, you need another smaller unit to kill the blocker. And you know, when you have so much invested into a heavy unit, that's when you start lacking the power to do so. And that's why a lot of times 2 light tanks is better than 1 medium. Not that the medium tank was necessarily a poor buy choice in this case, but the rest of the play did not combine well, especially with Darth Noob's good front switch to the bottom, eliminating both of not both, but all of the initial tanks in the area.
Yeah, also the fact that Darth Noob went first for the center front switch option made it so Poland couldn't, and then if he wanted to front switch, he had to go through the back, so he wasn't in time to defend from those front switching tanks. I think that the turn by the fact that Darth Noob was pretty conservative before the Winter Fury was really interesting. Like he put all those tanks into repair, so that next turn he would have full HP. And then going for that turn on his Winter Fury, not even going for the tanks. Like he cleared the one just to get access to interrupt the capture. And it's like fine, you can get a first strike, but they're 8 HP against my 10 HP extra stats tanks.
Yeah, and there's no follow-up to those 2 tanks. So even if you get good value for now, over the course of the next 2 or 3 turns, you know, you're going to lose them all and not actually get value.
Yeah,
So I think it's a great display of discipline, knowing when to back up and when to attack.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is just like a great example of Darth Noob plays, just prepping positions like that and just foreseeing battles like that. I think this was so smart. This whole setup that he had, planning in advance, was really, really strong.
Yeah, I agree. I think he set up a great push at the bottom. His army positioning overall at the bottom was better than Poland at the top. He was able to make use of the front switch corridors in the middle, and around the powers he was able to play conservatively with his tanks and knew which objectives to hit. And you know, turns out he wins the game with that.
That was insane. That was a great display. Wow, so they both won on their home maps.
Yeah.
So that means that they're going to a match 3. So we're gonna have a third match. It hasn't been played yet, so we're gonna have to wait on that. But wow, that was pretty crazy. That was like super even and like very back and forth as well. That was super interesting.
Yeah, I think this game was very well played. I think, especially after seeing the blunder on game 1, I'm happy to see Darth Noob play a much more accurate game on game 2.
Yeah, I think there was some early stuff that was a bit questionable for both. Understandable under live setting.
Yeah, I think that initial push from Poland was very weird, especially when he went for the hit on the city tank here. Yeah, with the artillery and the
Oh
tank
yeah, yeah.
right here this turn. I thought this was very questionable.
Yeah, for sure. And even then, after that, I think Darth Noob going for the kill on the artillery, losing the 7 HP tank. I think that was also like these few turns were like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was just a little bit confusing, but I think the overall idea of killing the artillery, like I said earlier, was a good idea. It's just that I think he should have done it with the 5 HP tank when he had the chance.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was right here. Yeah, you can clear and then take it out. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But probably the best thing to say here is better late than never, and we'll play to the Dark Noob.
Yeah, well played, Darth Noob. And yeah, GG to both. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
GG's.
Okay, we've been streaming for what, 2 hours? Those 3 games. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't think we have other games right now, right?
No, it doesn't seem like. Well, we might get some more this week, so possibly we'll see when the next stream will be.
All right, sounds good. And looking forward to their third game for their best of three.
The tiebreak, or
Yeah, I guess.
it's not really a tiebreak, but yeah, the third match. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, thanks man for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was great games today.
Yeah, for sure. And good luck on your games, because you have to play too.
Soon. Don't worry, I will play soon.
Have you been scheduling any?
Sorry, what?
Have you been scheduling any of your matches already?
Yeah. Well, I haven't scheduled yet, but I have my maps picked for my first game.
Okay.
I think I'm waiting for Tortured for the other game, but
Oof, spicy. You have it's Tortured and
Tortured and Advanced Noob.
Okay.
But I'm not sure when I'll play them yet. I have not really decided.
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks, man, for being here, and good luck in your games. I know you're going to be prepping a lot, and you're also prepping. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun having you here.
I hope to have a good showing. All right. See you, chat. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Nice. Okay, let's change over. Let's go like that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was super fun, and yeah, thanks STARFLASH for being here. That was amazing. It's really great to have his input, right? Like feel like he has such a deep understanding, and like really quickly as well. Like, he can see things going, even in a live setting like that. That's pretty insane. It's gonna be exciting to see his games as well against Tardred, and he said Advanced Noob. So that's gonna be big. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. That's insane. 105 viewers now. I think we hit like 120. So wow, insane. I also wanted to thank this. There's a prize pool, which I put $500. I'm setting up that prize pool. And I'm expecting to cover that with ad revenue from YouTube, but that does not get really, like, you don't get that money from YouTube pretty fast enough. So maybe in a year from now, I'll be able to cover those $500 just from ad revenue. But there's been a lot of really generous people that have been already donating to the prize pool. So that's huge. There's been a $25 donation from Anonymous. There's some people that don't even put their name, so I don't know who it is, but $25. Thank you very much. There's a $60 donation by Kiartan92. Thank you so much. He was like putting $5 for each player. Awesome. We have another Anonymous of $100. That's insane. Says for the APC prize pool, thanks so much for organizing. I mean, $100 is insane. So thank you. The players are gonna love it for sure. And then we also have Scissor G45, $25 donation. Love your videos, keep it up. I mean, thank you for the donation. That's insane. And there's even someone that put $200 donation, which is absolutely insane. And that is Trap God. It's actually my brother, or one of my brothers. So, and he's very into the site and the game as well. So yeah, insane that he came in and dropped the wallet dropping the credit card there, $200, so insane. Wow, insane. Like it's already at like somewhat like 900, I think, the price pool. I want to get like a little thing that can update the price pool. I don't know. Probably have to do that manually. But yeah, absolutely insane the generosity from the players here in the community. So just wanted to thank you all for that. That's insane. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, I can hang out here for a few minutes. If you have any questions regarding the tournament, I'm hoping to stream again next weekend. We might see some games this week. I thought perhaps Talos and Arya might play a game today, but maybe it's not going to happen. We have a few more weeks left. I think it's like mid-October we had set the limit. We do have a lot of players that are not playing their games and they're procrastinating. Classic Advance Wars by web style. So hopefully it's not procrastinated too much that it's like at the end, last week, we have 20 games and no way of covering them. But I do want to cover them all. The objective is to cover them all. How will the anonymous players will work? So that's for the main event, right? From this group stage, we're gonna get like the top 8, and then like we'll know. Say it's like STARFLASH, Poland, blah blah blah. Like eight players, we know who they are, and we're gonna give them new names. Which actually, funny story. Like I didn't really know what new names to give them. I was thinking possibilities of like doing like meme unit names. Like I was like. Some really bad ideas I had, but I couldn't figure out something. I was like, oh, I don't know, Wealthy Stealthy, and I don't know, like Missile Chan or whatever, you know, all those meme names that go around in the community about the game and the units and stuff like that. But I don't know, Pipey Boy or Carrier, I don't know, just like weird names like that, but I don't know. I wasn't very convinced. I had some other ideas, like using the medals from Advance Wars 1, perhaps map names, but you know, because from in Age of Empires 2, there's the Hidden Cup, which is like the whole gimmick that I'm kind of stealing it from, with its new identities. There's like heroes in that game, so there's hundreds of names that you can use. That's what they use there. And here we don't have that. Here we only have a few names, which are the COs, so I couldn't really do that. I didn't want to be like, oh, Kindle is playing Olaf against, you know, no, that's not gonna work. But Steeler gave me a really good idea. Steeler really being the GOAT here, insane. He's been working on that user interface and has been helping on so many things. And he also gave me a really great idea about what names to use. So we can talk more about that later. I think it can be for after the qualifiers and stuff. But yeah, there's some really cool. There's a really cool idea there, and I have a few names, probably like 10 or 15. Whoa! Thanks, Sammy, for the tip. Bust out the classy boys, folks. Good luck out there. Thanks, man. Very appreciated. That's huge. But yeah, cool names are gonna be used for the main event, so they're gonna be given those. It's gonna be exciting. We're gonna probably look into those later. Once I decide the 8, I have like a list of like 10 or 12 or something like that. So very exciting. Making Advanced Wars by web feel like homework. I mean, yeah, it kind of is now, but I'm personally trying to not make it feel like homework. I'm trying to play more again, trying to have more fun, and I like to go for non-meta COs. You know, that's always fun. Yeah, thanks, Amy. That's huge. Thank you so much for the donation. Thanks everyone for being here. It's been really cool. I'm surprised we were able to cover 3 games in 2 hours. I was actually pretty surprised. I guess they were kind of the other 2 were pretty short, and the first one was also pretty fast, so that's pretty crazy. I was kind of scared of having games. I don't know how many of you play live. I don't know how many of you play live League. If you've played live, but sometimes it can extend quite a lot. No, like if it goes to 25, 30 days. Using all your time, it can extend a really long time. So I was a little bit worried when organizing this and trying to set the settings and stuff, if it was gonna be, You know, if every match in a best of 3 goes to day limit, that's like 2 hours per match. In a best of 3, that's 6 hours per best of 3. I was like, how am I going to do that? And even in the main event, like I have to do 2 best of 3s per day. That's 6 hours plus, that's 12 hours, like plus time in between, you know, like, yeah, it can get crazy pretty fast. But knowing that some games can be, they'll end in like day 11, like we saw on Caustic Finale. This last one, It Betrays, ended in day 14. I think Pirate Caravan also ended under day 15. Marathon streamer. Yeah, I don't know how certain streamers do that. They'll stream like 24 hours, something like that. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, stuff like saying, to be fair, casting a live game from replay goes faster. Yeah, that is true. Because live, it can extend a little bit more as they're thinking. I think it's also nice though, casting it live, because we have more time to kind of think what they're doing. Like, ooh, maybe they can do this. It's a little more exciting than casting replays. But I think for this kind of stage, this more like qualifier group stage, it's kind of necessary to do just casting replays than doing it live. Just like logistically, it's almost impossible to do it all live. And your throat starts hurting when you talk for a few hours. Yeah, same. I have my water here. I haven't drank a single sip because in the past streams, when I drink too much water, I end up having to get up and go to the bathroom. So it's like, I'm just trying to avoid that. Well, I'm glad you were having fun, James. Yeah, that was the whole point here. That's awesome. I also had a lot of fun. It was super cool. I think I was able to cover everything. I was trying to make a little mental list of the things that I wanted to talk about. Just showing you guys the interface that they're using. Of course, going through the games, and then thanking the donations. So I think I might be missing something, but we're gonna have lots of streams. So if I'm missing anything, I'll be able to cover it there. Good naming convention for the Anon players could be War Room maps. Actually, I had thought of that. Yeah. But no. I think the idea that we have now is the best one. Like, trust me, it's a really good idea. That Betrays game was perfect. It really was. I think, I feel like Poland, I don't know. I feel like in the early, it was a little bit back and forth. Like they were both kind of having smart things and then overextending, doing kind of weird things. And then it was just like perfect display from Darth. The timings there was just so amazing. Like STARFLASH was saying, the front shift through the middle, but at the same time kind of covering both ends, preparing for the Winter Fury. That whole setup was actually insane. Even the medium tank wasn't able to get enough value there from Poland. So really great really great game. Can you list which Advanced Wars by Web plugins you are using, please? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should do that sometime. So there is a few. See if I can show you. Let's see. I'm just gonna go back to casting. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's not gonna show. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Temper Monkey. I think I have to move this a little bit. Okay. So first of all, very important, the move planner, this one, the AWBW enhancements, key. That one just makes your move planner god tier. It is amazing. It has from tracking your funding, from being able to see the ranges of units. Also, you change the CO and it automatically changes things like, the extra transport movement on Sammy, Sensei, whatever. You can also activate powers and super stuff like that. That is like truly insane. Like for example, you go here. Like this is for me, it's a must. Like this is insane. You can change the CO right here. You can be like, oh, actually Sammy, or you can do like, oh, I don't know, super or the power, and then boom, you click an infantry and it already has the extra movement. It's amazing. So all that stuff is really great. But besides that, you can here in Temper Monkey, There's a pixel perfector that I like a lot. It makes everything more crunchy and nice, more like HD looking instead of kind of blurry, which is the site default. And then I have this one, the music player, which is quite nice. Can you drop the temper monkey link for design maps improved? Oh, this one? Actually, I don't think I use this one anymore because the new stuff on design maps kind of does it all. The only thing that this one does do, the design maps improved, is let you duplicate a map. Like you can copy the kind of the txt file of a map and then paste it, and then you're able to kind of work on a map. Like you can duplicate it and just work on it. That's the only thing that I use this for. This one's also nice. I improved the build menu. It makes it so when you're in a game, let's see, let me show you. This one is nice. This one you should get it. Like say you go, I don't know, this one, my game against Sofa Rent. Well, I would have to move, so maybe not. But pretty much, when you click a base and you build something, instead of doing a long list, it kind of makes it 2 columns, and it stays on screen, like on the map. So you have to click and then scroll to buy. So that's really nice. That's this one, the improved build menu. I can put it on Discord. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't even know where that link is, but it's on the community development. I think, wasn't that one made by Astaroth? Wasn't it you, Astaroth? I think you did that one. The one of the build. But yeah, if you're on Discord, you have to go to the community development thread, and then there's a bunch of pins that has like all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. So really, really nice stuff. There's some stuff that is kind of unnecessary for me, so I just stay with a few things that I need. There's also the game notes. I used to use it when I was like prepping more. Like, for example, you can have this little thing here. So you minimize this. This map is too wide, but you have this little game notes, so you can, type here notes and player on this and blah, blah, blah. And then even if you refresh and you come back to the game, it stays there. So I used to use this a lot for prepping for tournament games and stuff. Just, that was nice. For fog as well, keeping track of where's what. If you want to like really hardcore, try hard it. But I don't know, I stopped using it. It's kind of annoying. Where is it? Game notes, there you go. So I think that's probably it of the ones that I use. The Pixel Perfector just for the looks. The music player just for streaming really. I don't really use it when I'm playing, just for streaming and for videos. This is the build thing, so it's 2 columns instead of 1, and this is just to copy paste maps. And then the enhancements, this one, the AWBW enhancement. This one used to be nice, the stats, but I think it's broken ever since there was a change. So yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Let's see what else. Any links, please? I mean, how do I send you guys the link? I mean, if you're all on Discord, then you can just go to the community development sub-thread or whatever it's called. Maybe I can link the Discord. Well, you can find if you're not on Discord, you can find the link on the description of this stream. It should show up there for you to join the Discord. It's not my Discord. I don't have a Discord. It's just the Dance by Web community Discord. Some scripts you need to hunt down on Discord. Will not be made if you made. Yeah, I guess maybe I could make a video one time. I was thinking about that. Also wanted to cover there's this, how do you call it? The XKO hit calculator thing, the spreadsheet originally made by Operation Mechstorm. He had this spreadsheet where you can calculate multi hits KOs, and then Kill Me First kind of upgraded it somewhat recently, and it looks really nice. So I think that would be nice to do one time. Okay, it was Steve. Okay, it was Steve. Nice. Steve's scripts are only on the Discord. Most others can be found on Greasy Fork link. Yeah, I mean, I'm not good with tech computer stuff, so it's like I really struggled to get some of these things going. So I'm not really a good reference as to how to make these things work. I would rather ask other people on the Discord, and people that are much smarter than me in those things, and they'll be able to help you get it all set up. But yeah, those are nice. Do you post the links in the community? It is the Advanced Source by Web community. The Advanced Source by Web Discord, yeah. It's if you go to the AW discussion channel, there's a thread there called Community Development. There it has all the pins. You go to the pins and it's gonna have everything. There's a lot of these scripts, like Asteros was saying, they're Tamper Monkey, so you have to. I'm not sure how it works. You download Tamper Monkey or something, or you add it to Chrome, and so then you're able to add some of these scripts. Most of these were made by Twiggy, and then this one, Asta said that was made by Steve, and this one I don't remember who made this one. Might have been Gamer ASD, perhaps. And then this one, the AWBW enhancements. This one you find it on the Play Store. Like you go to your Chrome, whatever thing, it's gonna show up there. You just look this up and it's gonna show up. I think I also have it on the description, or perhaps not. Perhaps I removed it. I should, perhaps add that. I could maybe also start adding some of these links as well. But it's all non-official things. Like it's not off the site. Like it's done by the community, so you can try them out. If it breaks your computer or your PC, don't hold me liable for it. It's up to you to use it or not. Sure, we can do the cart one. Let's do some carting here on It Chase. Boom. Look at that. Look at Sturm going out for some carting. This is pretty cool. This was made by Steve, I think. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm really looking forward for the next few matches. I want STARFLASH to be playing. He hasn't scheduled a single one, so come on, STARFLASH. Go and play. Why are you scared? Come on. We're down to, this is our second or third week, I think, so we have like 2 or 3 more left. You're probably freaking out. What is this? This is just a script to fool around that Steve made. You just start going Sturm cart all around the map. So it's pretty fun. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, and if not, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm probably gonna go have some lunch. I'm surprised how early this stream ended. So we were able to cover 3 games pretty quickly. So that's cool. So I'm gonna be able to go eat because I'm super hungry. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the just chatting. Oh yeah, thanks everyone for being here. It's been awesome. I can't wait. Honestly, the games were amazing today. They were really great. And although Poland was like favorited, because he's one of the best, if not the best, live player today in standard, Darth Noob was able to get that super solid win on It Trace. That's insane. What am I having to eat? Oof, that's a good question. I could prepare something. I was trying to make a tarta, it's called here, but it's gonna take quite a bit of time, so I might have something else quicker, and then I'll make that for dinner possibly. Those things that you need like an hour or an hour and a half to be able to eat. I'm like, I might just make something that takes me 20 minutes or 30 minutes to make. So I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see the third match between Poland, Darth Noob. Also the second match between Raider and El Caraman DFS. That game was amazing. I don't know if maybe some of you guys missed that from earlier. It was the first match we covered. I was live on freaking Pirate Caravan. That was amazing. I would love to see more games on Pirate Caravan, honestly, but I understand the players not wanting to because of the shenanigans. It's so much fun though to watch it. I don't know what you guys think of it. I think that was a great showcase of what the map can offer. Really quick, decisive, early place position. Do I go for the base? Do I not? How much? It was so even, I think, and the overly greediness by DFS, I think, kind of kicked him in the butt later on. And Radial Caraman, the beast that he is, he was able to patiently, like, fine, you go ahead, you can go ahead, you can go and greed out, go for both sides. Sure, you want to start capturing both com towers and a base at the same time? Sure. You can have the extra firepower, whatever. I'm just gonna interrupt, and then just over the long term, getting the more unit count, getting more vehicle count. It was incredible. Honestly, so much fun. So I'm wondering if players are gonna be prepping for that map. They can snipe it, so it's like if you are like, oh, I really want to play on that map, and you pick it, and then you pick another one, and the other one is just gonna snipe Pirate Caravan, for example. But if it's allowed, then that's awesome. And also, I don't know how many of you watched the video of the map pool explanation thing, but even though they get to pick 2 maps and stuff, the third match is determined by the staff. And that can be me or any of the other staff members. There's a few staff members out there, so anyone can pick the third match. Maybe we can do some voting or something like that if it's needed. But if they don't pick Pirate Caravan in their picks, then the third match we could like tell them, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna play on Pirate Caravan for the third match. So that's at least one way we can guarantee that map from getting played. So. It's going to be fun. Lots of spicy maps out there as well. Greed is a killer of games for sure. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here and watching. Hope you had a lot of fun. And I will be seeing you soon. Maybe possibly next weekend, ideally. If there's some matches played from now until then, at least covering 1 or 2 matches per live stream, I think it's fine. We can try to get them out there boom slowly, just so we don't get a bunch on the last week or so. So yeah, I want to leave you guys with a little ending thingy. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, whatever, dinner, lunch, breakfast. I don't know if someone is having breakfast right now, but perhaps. How many matches are there in total? Well, it's it depends, but on the qualifiers is quite a bit. So there's like between 6. I don't know, it's like 40 matches in total, I think, perhaps, or more of the qualifiers. So it's quite a bit. So I have to do quite a few live streams to cover them all. But yeah, you can do the math yourself. I think I'm really bad at doing math like this live. So. There's 3 players per group, and they have to play a best of 3 against each other. So it's like, I think between 6 or 9 matches per group. So it can be, I guess 6 times 4. I don't know, somewhere there between 30 and 40 probably. So yeah, and then the main event is the quarterfinals. So that's gonna be quite a bit of matches as well. So that one's gonna be interesting as well. Yeah, thanks everyone. Have a really great rest of your day, and see you next time.